and welcome back to Share Your Truth. Today we will be discussing what true confidence looks like. I'm Bridget Marie.
I'm Mika Me.
I'm Raquel.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Triana.
Candice B.
To me, true confidence is just owning yourself, owning who you are, walking with your head held high, knowing that you have flaws and imperfections, but they don't make or break you. Confidence to me is what you like, whether other people like it or not. Wearing what you like, being 31 years old, walking around with glitter, and I don't like, the Balenciaga, what it was, the bags. I don't need a bag. Just give me my little pineapple purse, my little Disney purse, and I'm straight. And I feel confident with that. I feel cool with that. But a lot of people will be like, grow up or, do something different. But it's being who you are,
Right.
loving who you are, and being comfortable in your own skin, knowing that you're not better than nobody else, but you're different. So you are better than everybody else. I'm just playing. But yeah,
That's true.
that's what confidence looks like to me, to be able to go in and just be yourself,
Right.
and not have to shrink to make nobody else feel comfortable, or not to be over exaggeratory because you feel like you need to look some way. Just knowing who you are and being comfortable.
That's good. That was really good.
I feel like if you know who you are
Right.
on the inside, you know your worth, it'll reflect on the outside. Like you don't have to do no extra stuff like how you said, just being you. Just knowing. Like I feel like with me, I've never struggled with confidence because I just knew who I was up until adulthood. Then I started struggling with confidence. But I feel like I just in my spirit, like I knew like I'm this person. I don't need to add to myself. I don't need to take away. I don't need to dumb myself down or try to fit in because it's just gonna happen on its own.
Right.
Like you don't have to force it.
That's
It's
true
natural.
because I know I battle with dumbing myself down to not make people feel like I was better than, and I feel like I started kind of struggling with confidence because I was trying to make everybody around me comfortable. But it was like at a certain point, it was like you're not gonna be able to do that. Like
Right.
like when you walk in, you just what it is. Like like I'm not the type that sit in the back in the room. Like and I used to find myself doing that just to make the person to the left of me or the right of me feel comfortable. So I started battling with my confidence because I was dumbing myself down or just didn't want to be. I think I was just being too humble. You know how you just be like just trying to be too humble, and I feel like it's a difference between confidence and humble. Like you could be confident and humble at the same time, but I didn't know how to give them both at the same time.
Right.
So now I've learned how to. I am humble, but I'm confident too.
Right.
And it's just something I feel like confidence like speaks for itself.
Yes.
Like you really could see confidence. Like I be seeing some people and I be like, how she got that on and it just look bomb. But if I wear it, it's like it ain't for you. But she wearing it with confidence to where it be like zebra print and cheetah, and you be like. But when you see a confident person wearing it, you don't even question it. You be like, that's bomb. But it's just the confidence that the person has with it. You get what I'm saying? So confidence really, it speaks volumes. Like you really don't even have to really too much say anything. It just come across as that.
Confidence definitely introduces you before you say anything.
Most definitely. I agree.
And then lack of confidence will introduce you as well.
Yes.
You definitely
You can
show
see the
it.
timidness.
Yeah.
You can see like how people be timid. You could just see the confidence. And then some people take confidence as cocky. Some people take confidence as like
That's true.
being better than people. Because some people be having confidence to where I be like, I wish I had that. Like
Like what?
like.
I understand what you're
Like
saying.
for example, for instance, like I'ma just make an example. Like some people who be like under their pictures, they be like, I'm just the cutest thing ever walking this. I'm the cutest thing sitting in this room. I would never say anything like that, but then you be looking like you are not the cutest thing in this room. But the confidence be like, hi. I be like,
But I think some people do that because they want somebody else. Like, if nobody else is complimenting me, I need to compliment myself too, and that can build your confidence. That can help build your confidence. Like, you can help build your own confidence.
You have to believe it though.
Yeah, you do.
You can say it all day,
right?
But faking it. But if you don't believe it and you just trying to say it because nobody else is saying it, or you may think it's the right thing to say, but if you don't actually believe it,
right,
then that confidence is not going to like elude off of you.
Right.
And I think it happens behind doors.
It does.
Confidence has to be something that you work on
yourself.
You
gotta feel it yourself.
Then if other people are saying it, it's like they putting the cherry on top of what you already know. But you, like you guys said, a confirmation. It shouldn't feel like you should see it when somebody walk in, not that you're waiting for me to say it,
right,
for you to acknowledge
like I said, it's like you don't have to continue to say how cute you are, or you're the cutest person in the room,
or the realest,
I think that's convincing themselves. Like, I'm the realest in the room. They might be trying to convince themselves before you.
And sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to convince yourself that you are confident.
Because being confident, you don't always feel confident in every situation. Because I feel like I have a lot of confidence, but I feel like in certain areas I don't. And it's like, oh, okay, let me sing to the back. And then even when I don't be knowing what I'm doing, like the confidence still be showing. People like, you know how to do that. I'm like, no. Yes, you do. Like today. But I think, and people like, no, you got it. No, I don't. But I've seen really handsome men lack confidence. I've seen beautiful women lack confidence. I've seen brainiacs lack confidence. So it ain't nothing you can put on a person and be like, oh my God, you're just so beautiful. Oh my God, you're just so smart. And then they be like, it just ricochet right off them. Like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. So if you don't believe it, then nobody else can make you believe it. You can't pull somebody into confidence. It's something that you have to grow into. It's something that you have to believe, and it's something that you have to tell yourself. Because even if you're not the cutest in the room, guess what? You're you, and you ain't never gonna be nobody else. So you need to believe and achieve your best self.
Right. I think going back to like what Mika was saying about the caption, like posting a picture and putting I'm the cutest thing, in the world. I feel like that's to gain like validation or attention, because that person is not really confident in the inside. So maybe posting a pic, oh girl, yes you are, girl, whatever, like the comments and everything, they need that validation, they need that confirmation, and sometimes it helps and sometimes it don't. But I feel like people who do that, they're seeking attention.
Yeah, because some people will post a picture and if it don't get a certain amount of likes, and when I heard that, I was like, people really do that?
Yeah, they will.
And they was like, yes. I'm like, oh, y'all crazy.
Baby, I'm keeping mine up.
Yes.
7 likes.
I thought it was cute, so it's staying. Like,
and I think confidence is something that grows. Like your confidence can continue to grow because as you yourself begin to grow and make changes and go down different paths in your own life, it may take, or I'm learning from myself, for my confidence to catch up. If you guys get what I'm saying, like I'm embarking on, let's just say, okay, I'm gonna be celibate for this time frame. I'm not gonna have sex, right? But if I'm new to this, I'm not as confident because I was saying like I don't know how to be in a relationship and not have sex, right? So as I'm learning this path, then eventually my confidence is going to grow, and then I'm gonna learn my worth. I'm gonna know this lifestyle, I'm going to be able to embrace it, and then from there my confidence will continue to grow. So I think confidence is something that it changes. It goes up and down, like y'all was saying earlier. You could be super confident in this area and may lack confidence in another area. I just think it comes from like truly knowing yourself and being so comfortable in it, where you're no longer going to, that word, I've been trying to think of this word all day. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you won't have to just settle for something that's not yours. What's that word? Y'all know what I'm talking about?
I'll think about it.
But anyway, like once you know your worth, you won't settle. You won't let that thing like just change your mind or whatever the case may be. And I think that's where that confidence comes in.
And confidence most definitely could be like you said, worked on. Like we lack certain things, but it's up to you to put yourself in the comfort zone or to get out of the fear that you have when you like sink into the back or dummying yourself down. You have to like put yourself out there. Like a lot of people don't like networking, and they be like, I don't like networking.
That is where I'm not confident in.
Yeah, you know, they don't know, but you have to continue to network and continue to find your strategy on how you walking up to people and your approach to people to get confident in it. You get what I'm saying? Like how you might approach people, I might can't do that.
Right.
I might gotta come a whole other different way. I gotta find my
niche.
own niche and my own comfort in it to build the confidence. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like confidence most definitely could be worked on in areas that you weak into.
I do think that I don't know, I want to say you're born with confidence, but then I took a step back. I was going to say you're born with it, but I believe that the people around you shape it when you're growing up, because some people can make you lack confidence by what they say to you, and then some people can make you make your confidence grow or enhance by what they tell you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a two-way thing, but I believe that when you're younger, like me, I feel like I have people around me who shape me to make me realize or know, like, you're authentic, you're unique. Even though somebody may be doing the same thing as you, they don't look like you, they're not going to talk like you, they're not going to address people like you, they're not going to approach things like you. So I knew that, and I was like, okay, so you unique. Even though there's a million black girls out there that may look similar to you, you're unique. Like it's something about you that is unique. And so once I realized that, I'm like, okay, cool. But you gotta, like Mika has said, like, there's a difference between confidence and humble. You can't be arrogant with it. Like, you can't be arrogant with your confidence. And I think that when you step on the scene, you literally shift it. Like, something about you should shift the atmosphere. And if it does that, that's confidence. Like, that's the confidence that radiates off of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I step on the scene, I ain't got to say nothing, but I shifted. And it's crazy. And this why I usually show up to stuff late. That's a bad testimony. But I show up to stuff late. I don't like to, but it just so happened. But when I walk in, it's like all the attention. And that's not to say nothing like trying to be cocky or nothing. Like, it just does. Like, that's just what happens. So it's like, that made me sink to the back. That made me like, oh Lord, I don't want to walk in because somebody walk in before me and then let me walk in. Like, and I don't know if that's like lacking confidence or I just don't want people looking at me. Like, I just don't. Like, I'd rather, me personally, I'd rather be in the back but do the work. Like, I'd rather like be in the back but do the work. But it's always
You wasn't
the
back.
I know.
You wasn't made to
be in the back. I know
at all.
And that's I be sure trying.
And every time you find yourself back in the front somehow.
Yeah.
No, they came to the back with you.
Man.
Right.
What's going on? But the whole party came to the back. You
Right. When you a leader,
I was in the back. The whole party came to the back. So that's just what you was brought here to do that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, I feel like everybody do not have it.
Yeah.
It's some people that do, and it's some people that don't. It's like I tell people, like with my two kids, one got it in him. It's in him. I don't care what you put on him. He got it on. It's in him. It's not on him. Right. And then it's my other one. I have to build his confidence. Right. I have to continue to drill things in his head. Tell him how good you was. If he airballed, I'm still clapping. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That is how I have to build his confidence because he don't. It's not there. Yeah. And like you said, we could feel it, we could see it, everything. And when he played basketball, when he on the basketball court, I could feel he don't have the confidence. So I be clap, but the other one, he step on the scene, ain't nothing.
See, that's what I'm saying.
He the one don't wear the leopard and the
building. You help me build him. Yeah. So when he get older, then it's like I got a testimony. I didn't have confidence, but my mama helped shape me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it is people like it, and I believe when you're younger, like how she said, some people do have it in them, like they just step on and it is what it is. But some people need to be shaped. I need to be talked to. I need to be molded into having this.
Yeah, that's true.
I think how you were saying, like, as a child, it's the people around you, but it's also up to the person to believe that I am this. Yeah. I can do this. Right. Like,
But
you
as
can
a
have,
child, you have to drill that in.
no, but I'm saying like how you were saying like one son has it and the other one doesn't. Going back to what Bridget was saying, how you have the people around you that'll pour into you, but I feel like in a way it's up to that person to take all of that in and accept it
And
and
then
believe it and
too,
walk in
like
it.
Bridget said, it might be a person that's giving you the confidence, and then it's another person over here that you look up to that's tearing you down. So, for example, my son with me and his dad. His dad played basketball, so his dad is kind of like a drill. You know, when he misses a shot, he like mad the whole game, and I feel like that's putting my baby confidence down. And of course, he gonna look at his dad for confidence because his dad is a man. His dad plays basketball. His dad has you get what I'm saying. And then here I am giving it to him. You know, trying to guide him, and you know, but it's like, okay, mama, you
Right.
you gonna clap for me regardless. I want my daddy to be clapping for me. So at the end of the day, I had to teach my kids about vibes. I had to teach my kids about how to let things go. I had to teach my kids how to say, get in your zone and work off of you and don't care about nobody that's in the room. Like, I had to honestly like have that conversation with my son, because it's one that could be pouring into you, and then it could be one that's pouring out of you. And as a kid growing up, we have those people, you know, and you don't know which one to grab onto. You gonna probably grab onto the one that you most likely look up to. You know, and like I said, my son not worried about how I'm putting on blush. He worrying about how basketball go. And if the person that he looks at to basketball not pouring into him, it's like, damn what? So now it's like, I be on my son, because I want him to build that confidence. I want him to step on the scene and feel like he shook the atmosphere. You get what I'm saying? So.
And I feel like as long as you do that, he gonna be good. Like, you just gotta go. Sometimes you might have to put in overtime more than what his dad is taking away. You're gonna have to overfill, and he gonna be good.
And then it's not. I don't think his dad do it intentionally.
Yeah.
I think it's something that he just does because he a man in sports.
Men in sports, they do it.
So. And then, like, you know, it's just a lot of things that could get to him as a kid. Like, even playing sports and just having people on the sideline, like, boo, or, you know, screaming, and then it be parents on the sideline. Really, I'll be like,
that's a lot. Yeah,
parents on the sidelines do the most.
I was on the sideline, like, I want you to say something about number 11. Because I don't even like you even torturing kids like they're children. Like, all that, you know, number 12, break his legs. Like, you know, like, come on, that kid, you know.
Every adult ain't an adult in the mind.
Yes.
Sports get real rowdy, period.
Yeah, and I think in sports, that's where you kind of build
your confidence,
or you could lose it. It goes hand in hand. Like, you could lose your confidence, and then you could build it too. So it just really depends who you have pouring into you and your kids. Like,
I'm a real big stand when it comes to sports. I think it's important because it builds confidence, it builds teamwork, it builds up your body, and it teaches you how to work with other people. So I do get into those areas because I was in sports that I be on my daughter's head, and I be having to give myself, like, I had to really have patience with her because she started cheer this year. And I'm looking at her like, okay, girl, they asking you to do such and such, do such and such. And she didn't like to run at first. And I'm like, if you don't get out there and be the first, like, you know what I mean? And for me, coming when I was younger and I was cheering, like in elementary, I was small. But then when I got older, I was bigger. So, baby, you ain't gonna find me. You're not gonna find the big girl in the back. I'm not the big girl that's gonna be in the back. And I'm not gonna be the big girl that can't do a toe touch. And I'm not gonna be that girl. So I was in her head like, girl, if you don't. And so I'm out there running with her. Like, you running just as fast as me. So I was just like, you need to calm down. You need to calm down a whole lot. Because I'm like, I don't want nobody saying nothing about my baby, period. If you gonna be, she's not a fat girl like I was. She's not fat, she's thick.
But you also have to keep in mind, what team are they on? What is this team feeding them confidence? Because every team not feeding confidence.
But it was me though, Mika. It was me, because I'm like, girl, we not, this is not the cloth that we come from. But now 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks in, she in there. As soon as she get to practice, she running, she hustling. But I thought about that when you mentioned the dad, like the dad, because I don't want to be that parent that's like, Kyra, go harder. Like, no, I need to feed her confidence a little bit. And now, like I said, she's out there, she's doing it. So I'm like, okay, good. Just know
and then just recognize certain things that, like, with my son, he didn't do layups. Not layups, rebounds. He used to be scared to get rebounds, and I felt like that was a lack of confidence. Why you feel like you can't catch the ball when it come out the thing? And I'm like, this game, I want you to get at least 3 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feed him just certain things that I want him to work on. You know, like, even if, like I said, today when I picked him up, he was like, I airballed and y'all still was clapping. I was like,
and we gonna be clapping.
I was like, you know, but I'm starting to see his confidence get better. As the days and the games go by, I'm like, that's right, baby. You know, I'm seeing it. So I'm trying to create a little, you know, I'm trying to just give him some
And that's
confidence.
good that you're seeing the
Yeah,
results.
exactly.
Yes, that is awesome.
Because ain't nothing better than being in the room and you see you're amongst confident people, or you see somebody, it just gives you confidence.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like a ray of sunshine walking in. It's like, yes! Wow, I'm screaming. Baby, you did that. Look at that. Yes, that's me.
So how do you guys like build up your confidence in certain areas that you know that you lack in?
I was gonna say at one point I felt like I had lost a lot of confidence, and I had to be intentional about building it
That's
back
what I
up.
was gonna say.
So I ended up taking like this 30-day something. I don't remember what it was called, but basically I one of the exercises was to put like stickies on your mirror, like tell yourself, call yourself beautiful, tell yourself that you're smart, that you do have confidence, you do have that. So I was intentional with it, because what happens is life starts to tear you down and full of drains.
It does.
And so you think you be doing it, and then all of a sudden you do feel like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know?
Failure.
Yeah, all these things start
Right.
coming. So I had to, for me, I had to intentionally do it. And then you can't tell everybody where you at, because people go, why are you confident? You know, and it's like, just because you don't see it, don't mean that I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So it's really good, Mika, that you see it, because he may not even know to call it a lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I didn't know that that's what it was. But now that we're talking about it, I'm like, that's what that was. It was something things that were happening that made me question me. And
You
so
have to most
then
definitely be intentional.
you have to.
And you
be
have to
intentional.
pinpoint what you lack in confidence
Yes.
in, because sometimes you really don't know. But the thing that I do, I force myself to do it. You know, I force myself, like, no, I'm gonna do it, because that's the only way I'm gonna know
Right.
or gain confidence is if I do it. Like anything that I'm scared of, but I know that I have to do it, I'm like, I'm just doing this to it.
What's funny is as I was like getting ready to come on my way here, I was looking in the mirror and like all these thoughts are going through my head, and it was about y'all. And I'm like, I wanted to call my cousin. I was gonna call Bree and tell her, like, cause me and Bree are like kind of trying to work on stuff like as far as like businesses and everything like that. So I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm surrounded by nothing but powerful women. Like each of them got their own thing going. They got their own business, and like here I am, little old me that's just here. Like those thoughts was like literally going through my head, like as I'm getting ready, and I'm like I kind of felt, but like damn, like I don't ask me, I don't know.
I'm like,
I'm about to say, next to me, dog. You feel like I'm a big businesswoman?
No, because I feel like y'all drive everything, like y'all have it, like, and I feel like it's in me. I just can't get it out of me, and it's like I'm like Bridget. I don't want to be in the front. Like I want to be in the back. I'd rather be in the back doing the work, and like
you too powerful for that. Friends with certain women, and they are a certain way, like they dressy, or they, you know, they wear, you know, tight fitted clothes, and I'm like a tomboy, like, you know, I'm the tomboy type, and it's more so like when I come, they be like, you wearing that? And it's like, yeah. Like, you know, like, where is it that we're going to eat? Like, we're not going anywhere to where I feel like I need to have on no dress and no heels, and you know, so a part of me be like, I don't know if I'm not gonna say I lack confidence in it, but it questioned me, because it's like, do I supposed to start getting dressed to go to Fridays, or do I save that Friday's outfit for like Roof Chris or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just going for drinks or something, and they'll literally be like dogged, and I'll be sitting there like, and they'll be questioning me, like, and it's like you said, I don't want to compromise who I am to fit into certain things. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I was piggybacking off of you, because it's like sometimes you could kind of feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with them with how they dress, but I can see we in here like, okay, Jazz, what's up? Like, you know, like,
Right, like
asking you questions,
yeah.
but we're not. Like, we here just, you know.
No, but it's just like so when I see y'all, I get around y'all, like my spirit, it gets fed. Like, you know, so it's like y'all motivate me, y'all inspire me. Like, I'm like, I need to get this, I need to do this. Like, not to compete or get on the same level as y'all, but it's like y'all motivate me to get there, you know?
And you know that it's in you.
Yeah, so it's
it's
like,
not like you
I don't
just-
want to just let that sit there. Like, you know, I want it to grow. Like, I want it to flourish. I want something to come out of it. Like, you know, like, I don't want it to just go in vain or just sit there, like, go away. It's like, no.
Answer Candace's question for me. I went through I had to be like maybe 23, 24. It was after I had my daughter, and I had like took a step back and just was in mommy mode, and I realized that I really wasn't owning or honing the woman I was becoming. Like, I wasn't paying attention to the woman in me. I was paying attention to the mom. I was paying attention to the worker. I was paying attention to that, but I wasn't worried about like who I was or getting to know. My best friend would always be like, you need to know who Raquel is. Like, you need to get and tap into Raquel and treat Raquel, because my confidence had got low and I started questioning myself, like the things I was wearing, because I get around my friends and, you know, people knew what was, not buying clothes no more. I'm wearing, I call them 350s, wearing them Old Navy sandals. I was wearing them Old Navy sandals everywhere. So when we would like be needing to go out, I literally would get anxiety. When my friends' birthdays would come up, they'd be like, you coming, Kels? I'm like, what I'm gonna wear, what I'm gonna do. All I got is church fits. Where am I going? You know what I'm saying? And then my best friend had told me one day, she was like, something wrong, and I need you to fix it. Because when the confidence that you have, and when you walk in a room, it brings us all up into a different situation. And the way you question yourself, now we all looking at ourselves crazy. It's like when you off, everybody get off. So I need you to get back on. When she told me that, I was like, And I think it was around the time when Drake had said, he was like, they said they missed the old Drake, well, where I leave him at. I posted that and I've been on my grind. I said, girl, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are a woman. You are voluptuous. You are needed. You are valued. You are, and I started telling myself that, like, whoever didn't let you forget who you are, girl, you need to remember who you are and live your best life. And from there, I was like, oh, I really had lost myself.
When you have a child, especially your first one, like you go into this whole not buying yourself nothing. You be like, I only got 3 shirts.
All I had was jewelry, y'all. I wasn't concerned with clothes.
You know, you go to the mall to get you something and you end up buying
and you feel bad for
buying yourself something. So that is a normal thing as, you know, becoming a mother. Like, because I know I went through that, to where you be looking like, girl, what did you have on? You be seeing pictures and you be like,
I look at old pictures, I'm like, what?
I'm trying to get dressed like stuff in it. I'm like,
it don't feel right. I was just like,
all right, I gotta say something.
yeah. And then I feel like as the older you get, like, you know, I was 20 when I had a baby, so I didn't have nobody to look up to, so it was different. Versus, you know, being 30 and being older, you could kind of see like I'm not doing that, you know. So I was younger when I was a mother, so it was like a lot of things that I had to touch on my own. But if I was like in my like older 20s or early 30s having babies, I would probably be like, girl, I'm buying me something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting something, you know. So it's just, you know, confidence that you could kind of pick up from other people. Because I feel like you can pick up confidence from other people as well.
And I feel like I have a lot of confidence, but from that era of me shutting everything down for 8 years after I had my daughter, and now I'm getting back into dating and getting back out, I feel weird. Because I'm like, I don't know how old I am. Like, dudes is trying to holler at me that's 25, and I'm like, they young. And then 40-year-old people make me nervous. And so I'm just like,
well, you know, ask yourself what your numbers are. You like, okay,
my numbers are just all jumbled. And so
No,
I'm talking to somebody
what your numbers to be? Like, I'm a date from 30 to 35 or 30 to 40. Like, you know.
I don't know, it's just the vibe, but I just be feeling some type of way. Like, I feel like a child a little bit. In some instances, like I'm talking to somebody right now, and I really be like, I say stuff, and I'm like, dang, you really are a child still. You still 22. What's going on, bro? But it's just like, how can I be so confident in these areas, and then relationship wise, I'm sitting here like, well, do I say this? Do I text this back, or do I call, or do I send the emoji?
Well, I don't
like
know
what
if
you doing.
that's something you haven't touched on. So you're
Yeah,
gonna
so I'm working through it now, but I'm just laughing at myself while I go at it.
something else.
Yeah, you trying something.
Because I'm emoji and the GIF and everything.
Because I'm dating right now.
She like, yes, oh, I'm happy. Send it.
I'm dating right now too, and it's something new for me because I've never dated.
Right.
I've always been in a long-term relationship.
Right.
So it's like, I be sitting my friend like, should I say this? Like, and she be like, Jasmine. I'm like, you know,
I'm tired of asking everybody.
Me
Everybody's
too,
tired.
I understand. Like,
These group chats.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's where the confidence
if that's where you at right now,
Now I'm just
that's
saying whatever. I'm
right
sending
now.
it. Because that's what I said. Y'all stop, get it. And I sent Shaq. I said, I'm not asking nobody. I'm sending it to Don't stop, get it.
That's one thing I feel like, and I don't know if it's lack confidence, I just don't like to do it, is networking. And being a business entrepreneur, now I'm an entrepreneur 24/7, 9 to 5, everything. But it's networking, and I avoid networking at all costs. But I will put on networking things. I will do, like when we was in One Blessing Women, we did that. Like at the women's conference, I said network. You know what I'm saying? And I would put myself out there too. But I don't want to go to nothing that I don't know. I feel weird if I don't know what to say. I feel weird if I don't know what, like, stuff that, I just feel weird. It just feels weird.
It is weird.
So I don't care enough to do it, I don't think.
You gotta pump yourself up.
You do. Because I remember I used to be like, I made myself go to networking events. This one year I was like, I'm going to anything that I see. Like me and Anjanette was going to her. Anybody that would invite me to a networking event, I would go just so that I could build up my confidence. And I don't walk up to them like, hi, my name is Mika. I don't do that. Like I be like, hey girl, what you do?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I say. I be like, what you do? You got a business card? Hey girl, your hair cute. That's how I start.
That's what we here for.
I don't, I'm not walking
That
up
makes
like
you so nervous.
handshake. I don't walk up handshake.
No.
I don't do any of that. Like I just don't. Like I went to one last Sunday. This girl wanted to go, so I was like, I'll go with you. So like, they have vendor booths and everything, and she was scared. She was nervous, and I'm like, come on, let's walk around. And she like, what we gonna say? I'm like, so as I'm walking, she like, you know how to do this really good. I'm like, she was like, but you being yourself. I was being myself.
That's what I'm saying.
But it seems like that's your
You have-
personality though. It seems like you're the person to like go up to somebody and make them feel. I'm not that type of person. Like when you start talking to me, it come out.
Yeah.
But I'm the person that sit there and I'm observing. That's all I'm doing. I'm just observing. Then somebody come up to me and that's it. But your personality is like that. Trayana's personality is like that. Jasmine ain't like that. Yeah, and Candace, I'm like, nah, I can't do that.
But have
Like,
you ever been to an event and just trying to see? Because they'll come to you. What if somebody comes to you?
no, that is
She
different.
cool with them coming to her. But
Yeah, so just
I don't
position
wanna go
yourself
to
to be there, and you get used to it. Just
But-
be there,
but
and let them come
also-
to you.
But you gotta open up.
Yeah.
Like Bridget
She will, though, I
but
think.
sometimes she do be looking unapproachable.
Yeah, she do.
A lot of the time.
Yeah, a lot of
Thanks, Candace.
I tried to sugarcoat it.
No sugarcoating. This is raw TV here. This is raw and real. You're taking on that. Take that mask off, Candace.
That's true too.
She know it.
That's true. So you probably just wanna kind of like work on your facial expression. What you also have to do, like me, I created like this alter ego, and it's like business and personal. Like if something is business,
You gotta get done.
it's business. That wasn't personal. That's nothing. I don't know you. I'm just here to sell my books, and I'm here. Like you have to create an alter ego, pretty much. Like how Beyonce got Sasha, and she turned into this whole person on stage. Like create a person and kind of live.
People like, no, you're past the deadline. This is not personal.
You know?
This is business. Well, I'm your cousin. It
No.
doesn't matter.
I tell people all the time it's a fine line between business and personal. Like when you doing business, when you are an entrepreneur, you have to know how to differentiate business and personal. You have to get confident with it. I did not always have the confidence in business that I do today. And I think I have far more to go, but I learned to separate the two. This is personal. We are personal. We're doing business, but we are very personal with each other. Meaning I will share certain things with you guys. You guys know where I live, things like that. But when it comes to business, you only know where my office is. You only know my number because you're calling me for business purposes. That's it. So you have to just learn and get confident. Because I wasn't always confident in networking. I wasn't always confident in business. It's just that I had to learn how to separate the two. This is personal and this is business. And when it comes to business, that's like walking into your job.
Right.
You know, like when you walk in and clock in, you probably don't even want to smile. But sometimes you got to. Like if you dealing with the public or whatever, you probably at the front desk like, hey, you know, so you take that on in business, and it's like, okay, I have to smile because I'm handling business right here. I'm at work, you know.
That was some good. Yeah, that's good.
I learned recently with starting my own business that I could like pump up other people's products without no problem. Like, and I really be believing in it though. But I'm really like, oh yeah, buy this. But when it come to me, I'm like, not saying nothing. And I was like, get your life. Get your life. Because I'm posting everybody, go get this, go get that. But then I'm like,
And you know what? I noticed that
I
because
said, when I get my life, please.
I noticed that the other day when I looked at your page, and I'm like, she do not promote her shirt.
Not yet. I need to get my life.
I seen you post it, and I was like, okay. And then it just dawned on me like, she don't really promote.
Why? I just need to get my life. Because I was like, why? And I guess it's because it's mine.
And that's just growing confidence.
And I was like, I
kind of
gotta
scared to
get
post.
together.
Like, people don't want to continue to see.
And I be sitting here
follow
screaming
me.
every
I'm
time
sorry.
by any means necessary pop up. I'm like, ah! Anytime anybody still come up, I'm like, ah! I said, girl, why you not posting your own stuff?
But that's like
Get it together.
how you're able to pour into other people, but you can't pour into yourself, or uplift other people and encourage other people, but you can't
You be
be
the
the
last
last.
one.
Yeah, I gotta get my life.
Yeah,
I was like, oh.
you have to give yourself that same energy you give at 9 to 5. I'm
Yes.
telling y'all, and I've been pressing that.
No, that's
That same energy you was giving that job, getting up early, driving fast on the freeway, jumping in carpool
Right.
without nobody
Yeah.
with you. You got to do that same thing even if you want a Starbucks. Even if Starbucks is your office. You have to give yourself that same energy because at the end of the day, and that's something you got to build. It's not something you're going to gain. You
I
gotta
was
build.
laughing when I thought about it. I said, I'm really tripping.
Okay, well, get your
Even
life.
in
I'm
relationships,
getting it. I'ma
like,
get
I
that
had to learn
confidence.
for myself. All this love I'm pouring out to them, all this encouragement, this effort and time that I'm putting into this relationship. Now that I'm single, I want to put that same love, that
Yes.
same energy, that
Into
same thing into
yourself.
myself. And it
Yes.
is something that I had to like learn to do.
My encouraging word is this: it's not on you, it's in you, for real. You was born with something in you. You was born with whatever it is that you need. Everything that you need is already inside of you. It's already inside of you. You just gotta take the leap. This encouraging word is directly to Jasmine, but it's for y'all too. But for real, because it's already in you. It's already in you. That's it. All you gotta do is take that leap and do what you gotta do.
Yeah. My encouraging word is going to be we sometimes weak in confidence in certain areas, and don't be afraid to come out your comfort zone to give yourself the confidence. Just because you don't have confidence in it don't mean that you cannot gain confidence. Do not mean that you will never have confidence. So I would say is feed into the areas that you feel that you are weak in, and just feed into it, even if it's making yourself, give yourself that same energy like I said earlier. Just give yourself that same energy and feed into it, especially if you know that you want to have it.
Right.
If it's something that you know that you want to have, or you feel weak, or you kind of play yourself to the back when you really don't want to be in the back, make yourself go to the front. When you walk in the classroom and you thinking to sit in the back, go sit in the front row. I had to start doing that. I was the type type that used to sit in the back of the class because I used to want to clown and I was one of those. But then I started sitting in the front because I had to start building my confidence just by not wanting to be picked or don't want to read first or whatever the situation was. I sat in the front just to fight the weakness that I had. So you could always win.
For me, I would say think of the person that you love the most, and I want you to think about them on their worst day. What would you say to them if they didn't feel confident, or they felt like they were less than, or they were unworthy, or they didn't mean anything to anybody? I want you to think about that person, and I want you to put yourself in their shoes, and I want you to encourage yourself like you with that person. So often we get upset when people we love don't know their worth or their value, but we forget our worth and our value, and we just add it up to nothing. But it's important that you love yourself and that you overwhelm yourself with love, the same love you give to everybody else, so you know that you're important at the end and the beginning of the day, that you are worthy and you are confident because you are important. So
mine would be to just believe in yourself and know that you were created for a purpose. That's something that I need to do for myself. Like I know that. I guess it's just walking in it. Because in certain areas I'm able to walk in it, and in certain areas I'm not. So just like how Mika was just saying, feed the weak parts, or feed into the parts where that needs to be strengthened, and that is something that I need to work on.
I would say confidence you must understand that it is within, and you have to be intentional every day if necessary to feed your spirit, feed your mind, and then make your body do just what you have told yourself spiritually and mentally. Because the hardest part is the application in anything. So I think if we understand confidence, it's deeper than just knowing it, but actually walking in it. As all the ladies said today, you have to walk in it, and walk in it, talk yourself through it. That's all you can do.
I really was gonna say that, but like be intentional about gaining that confidence. Be intentional about knowing who you are, taking that time to learn yourself so that you can embrace and walk in whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. But you are gonna have to be intentional, and go for it.
This is
Share Your Truth.